Israel's plans to open tenders for about 1,200 settlement homes in the strategically important E1 area of the occupied West Bank have drawn fresh condemnation from major Western powers. The UK, France, Germany, Italy and Canada called the decision unacceptable and urged Israel to withdraw the plans immediately. The 5 countries said the move could further undermine hopes for a two-state solution. E1 lies east of Jerusalem, and Palestinians and many of Israel's allies have warned that construction there could effectively cut the West Bank in two and isolate East Jerusalem. US Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee has warned Israeli settlers in the occupied West Bank not to take property owned by Palestinian Americans.
And I think if we're going to be true to faith, true to heritage, then you recognize that if you don't own something, you don't take it and you don't desire it. So if someone owns the land and they own their house, then having someone come and take it over and scare the family away from it, that's a violation not just of man's law, that's a violation of God's law, and it should be called out as such.
The United Nations has also warned that the plan poses an existential threat to the territorial continuity of a future Palestinian state. In Gaza, the UN says Palestinian civilians, including children, continue to be killed and injured in Israeli airstrikes. UN spokesperson Stephane Dujarric said the bodies of 50 people, including 19 children, killed more than 2 years ago, were recently recovered from the rubble and buried.
Our colleagues at the Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs continue to receive reports of Palestinian civilians in Gaza being killed, being injured, or otherwise impacted by Israeli airstrikes, by shelling and gunfire. This includes children, as one can imagine, given the overcrowded conditions in the Gaza Strip. We continue to call for the protection of civilians and civilian infrastructure. Civilians should never be targeted or used for military purposes.
The UN says recovery work is being slowed by restrictions on machinery and supplies, while 94% of Gaza's 2.1 million people need shelter and basic assistance.